Kevin, I know you've been in so many playoff series before. What do you feel like maybe the last 5 or so minutes wasn't working or didn't work, or what they did well that led to it in coming out of time?
It was a great back and forth game all game. Those 3 threes they hit late in the fourth was huge. I think we was pretty even game until then. Pretty even game all the way around. Outside of the 3-point line.
Curious with you, just obviously you and Devin started a little slower. Do you think that's maybe a product of the week off, or was it the Clippers? What was your attribution?
Yeah, I give them credit for playing good defense, but I think we missed some good shots there in that first quarter, and we was able to get it going there in the second, third quarters. We definitely like to have better starts, but sometimes that happens, and it's about how you bounce back from it. But I think we did a solid job in the second and third bouncing back.
One of the things that was when you look at the play of Kawhi, just curious and your thoughts on how he was able to play the way he could.
I mean, it's tough. He can score from all areas, so he was making shots there in the second half. And made some big threes there in the fourth quarter. It's an all-time player, so we got to continue to be physical and deny his catches and make it as tough as we can on him.
Devin, what do you think clicks get together for you guys in the middle of the second and then at the start of the third?
We just got stops and was able to get out and run and that, just play off the pass, play off the pick and roll, just make quick decisions once we got stopped. So, I think that's the name of the game for us, is getting the rebound, getting out and going and finding the play from there.
It's not like you to be unable to get shots up in 5 to 6 minutes of a close game like this in the playoffs. What do you attribute that to?
I think they did a good job when I did get it. They put the trap on me and I had to come off the ball. But a lot of time I was spacing there in the corner, just waiting for it, and providing space for my teammates. I think we got some good looks there in the fourth. We didn't knock some down, but you got to give credit to the Clippers.
You being off the ball and spacing, do you feel like part of that is just kind of the feeling out process? You've only had 8 games with these guys.
I would say it's a filling out process. I think I'm good at spacing out and attacking off the catch. I think, like I said, I provide a lot of space for my teammates, and we got good looks. We just said knock them down.
I was talking about the offensive boards. It wasn't a ton of 14, but like timely ones. What did you see on the defensive rebounding?
Yeah, Russ got 5. He made some huge plays there in the fourth on the offensive glass. And that's how they're going to get points. That's how they're going to get extra possessions. 10 more possessions than us. You can't win a game like that.
Kevin, I think fans, it's easy to overreact to a game 1 loss. With all your experience, how do you not do that?
It's a long series. We know that anything can happen in the playoffs. So we guaranteed to play another game. So we just got to go back to the drawing board.
Questions, Kevin? Kevin only had one other thing. Up to the bench, they have there. I'm just curious. Monty was saying that, hey, guys just got to run the stuff and get shots out of there. What do you feel like as far as can help the bench to be more productive? Even though I know the stars are playing more minutes there.
Yeah, just be aggressive, make quick decisions. I think once we, like I said, get stops and get out and run, I think that's the best version of our team. So I think everybody can benefit from boxing out, getting to the glass and pushing the pace.
Kevin, go back to those middle quarters. Was it encouraging to see the way you guys defended, specifically, and just all 5 games in general?
Yeah, it was cool to see, but we won 4 quarters of it.
Kevin, obviously not the result you guys were looking for, but how big was Torrey's production up there?
Yeah, he played great ball. Great ball. They were leaving him open. He knocked down shots, being aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. He had 5 fouls, but I like his aggressiveness. He moved the ball pretty well. He got out in transition. So I think he played a great game tonight.
I have to go back and look at it. But I know they got a lot of extra attempts, offensive rebounds that led to open threes. I remember 3 in a row, 2 from Kawhi and then 1 from EG. So limiting them to those possessions, one shot defense and get the rebound and, go do what we do.
Curious with that possession with Russell. I initially thought he was gonna go for a three, but what did you see on that that made you decide to take a two there?
Just try to get a quick one. They were obviously playing the three, not fouling. So just try to get a quick one, maybe an and one, and it just didn't happen.
Look, what do you attribute the slow start to?
I don't know. Again, I have to go back and watch it. I know we started off slow, but found it, got it back before half, and then came out in the third quarter with good energy, big up and down game, and then give it away at the end of the third, and the rest was what happened in the fourth.
To your point, how'd you like the way that you responded as a team defensively?
It's important. We talked about it on the bench. We understand it's not going to be easy. It only gets harder from here on out. So, just understanding that going into the game and, just locking into it. But, it feels good to be playing playoff basketball again.
Look on that last possession, foul or clean play?
I don't know how the rule works. I know when you shoot a jump shot, they can go hand to hand, but on the scoop, wrist, hand, it's over with.
When you look at the offense down the stretch, what do you feel like you guys could have done better, or did you feel like you were getting shots?
We got shot. They pushed it to 6 and 6 or 8, and we kept fighting back. Made it a 1-point game. So I think we got some good looks.
Monty was just saying that there wasn't maybe necessarily a good flow to the offense tonight. Is there anything you can attribute to that too, or what do you think where that stemmed from? What do you think?
I have to go watch it, to be completely honest.
The only other thing I had was just when you have that week off in between, do you feel like maybe that led to the slow start of not playing games or no?
No excuses now. It's that time of year. If you're not up and ready for these, and you're playing the wrong sport.
But what you see offensively in terms of using Torrey as a screener and adjusting to the way the Clippers were covering you guys?
Yeah, he did great in it, just playing in that pocket. If teams are going to play like that, put fives on them, then he can just do like that. He played unbelievable tonight on both ends. Hell of a game by Torrey.
Does this feel differently at all? This is the first time you've lost a game one before.
It's just a series, as you guys know, I've been up 2-0, and lost it. So I feel like I've seen pretty much every scenario as it goes to count, except losing the first one. But, we'll respond next game, and, it'll be fun.
Look, I was actually going to ask about that same thing. Do you think the playoff experience the last couple of seasons makes this easier to deal with than maybe if it was your first playoff game going down on one?
No matter what year I'm in or how many times I do it, I think it's going to be a roller coaster. Even thinking back to my first one, like every loss is, the worst thing ever, and every win, you're going to win the rest of them. That's just how the playoffs go.
Rebound, the numbers are extremely in our favor. So we gave them 14 offensive rebounds tonight, but timely ones. And then we had a couple of mishaps down the stretch and gave Kawhi 1-3, and then Gordon got a 3. And so those things just kind of piled up at the end.
The possession that you guys had, I thought he was trying to get it to Durant.
They just switched. They went small and switched, and that's why sometimes you don't even want to call a timeout, because they're going to get the big out of the game and switch everything. And Book got the ball, and Russ just made a good play. I would just nothing. It's one game. We'll look at the film and regroup and get ready for a big game here when we show up on Tuesday.
When you look at the second quarter, the end of the second quarter and the third quarter, what do you feel like clicked for you guys?
We just played 0.5 basketball and we got stops. The last part of the third, I thought we gave a lot back. We were up 8. And then just like that, it was a tie game. And I got to look at the film and see why. I thought we took a couple of shots we didn't need to take. We could have got it to the second side. They were forcing us to take mid-range shots in the pocket high instead of swinging it to the second side, which is how we got the lead in the first place.
down the stretch, were you comfortable with the way the offense looked?
Nah, it was all over the place. I mean, we missed shots in the paint that we typically make, but it didn't look like there was a great flow tonight. And we got to get more organized and run our stuff. I thought when they put smaller guys on DA and bigger guys on Torrey, we had Torrey setting screens in the pocket, and typically we don't do that. We put DA in that screening action. If they switch it, then we throw it to him, and then he has to convert or find somebody on the second side. So we got to get more organized on offense.
Monty, with what you just mentioned, how'd you like the way the guys adjusted to using Torrey as a screener?
It was okay. I mean, when he was diving and getting to the basket, I mean, he scored tonight, which is great, but I still think we have to take advantage of DA's size in those situations and have him screen. He's got a small guy on him, and then he's screening a smaller guy. So if they want to put that guy on DA, we can throw it to him or see if they help on the second side. But Torrey in the pocket wasn't bad tonight.
It was an uneven start defensively, but how'd you like the way the guys started it?
I thought we just gave up stuff out of timeouts. There were a few times where we just didn't get back in transition, not a ton. And then there were times where we didn't even see the guy behind us. You know, those are plays that at halftime, when you look at our defense, it wasn't bad. There was just miscommunications, or we just didn't see a guy behind us. And that's something that, you know, you can't have that in the playoffs.
Coach, right here. Good to see you. What do you attribute the slow start to?
You could make all kinds of excuses. It doesn't matter. We had the same time off as they did. You know what I mean? You could say we didn't have a lot of time to play, but we played 2 days this week, you know, so we just have to come out with that NBA term urgency right out the gate. And I didn't feel like we had that defensively to start. And then we got it a bit in the second quarter, and then we played really good defense and offense to begin the third. And then it just kind of went a little bit offensively. I thought our offense hurt us at the end of the third and gave them possessions in transition.
Monty, we saw quite a few guys get some run. What were you looking for when you were deciding what lineups to put out there, just who to play off the bench?
Yeah, the minutes are going to go up for the guys who play a ton. You know, we're trying to match up and keep size on Kawhi as best we can, but we also have attention on Powell and Gordon. And so a lot of it was getting some defensive guys on Powell and Gordon along with Kawhi. But I think I could have given Terrence a longer run tonight just to get us somebody who can knock down the shot and space the floor.
Coach, you mentioned having some size. Was that kind of the thinking behind having Torrey?
Yeah. Yeah, Torrey and Ish have you know, done well against guys like that. Now nobody can stop Kawhi. But at the same time, we feel like, you know, putting size on him gives you a chance, but they screen the size off of him a lot. And so if you go back and hit them or blitz them, then you're in rotations.
So obviously, looking at the bench, a lot of guys, I mean, the minutes were low, but they weren't in the aggressive part of shooting. How do you?
Well, I didn't think we were organized enough to get those guys shots. I thought we allowed their the way they matched us. I thought that messed with us a little bit. We have to just run our stuff, and that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Just run our stuff, no matter how they match up, and make them play against our offense. Our offense is pretty good.
Coach, how do you feel about Jonathan came in the third quarter to kind of come and help the guys kind of bit?
It was okay. There was a couple of times I felt like he could have got the ball to the second side. You know, sometimes you take that mid-range free throw shot, you got to make that shot. But his energy is great. I thought he had a really good dive. He got to the free throw line. So that's something that, you know, we'll talk about tomorrow so that we can be better.
Coach, how do you look at Chris as a rebounder tonight, bro? He had a double-double assist and rebound.
I mean, it's what we needed. Russ had 5 offensive boards. You know, we have to have more attention as far as keeping their guards off the glass. I mean, we needed Chris to rebound. They had 14 offensive boards, 10 more possessions. You know, I thought that was along with the stuff that happened down the stretch with, you know, the 2 threes we gave up. I thought the extra possessions we gave them really hurt us tonight.
Monty, not that we haven't seen defense from Book before, but do you think he takes that end to a different level in the season?
I think he's just competitive and aggressive, no matter what the situation is. But I thought he took the challenge tonight against Kawhi. Kawhi hit some tough shots. But Book is, I've said it since I've been here, he's a better defender than people give him credit for. All right, thank you.